I recommend you take breaks after each drill session and that you have talks or quizzes is what I like to call them. And these are just friendly conversations, bringing in the different minds to explore what's been happening on the field and to be able to pick apart and understand how the field's being played. Towards the end of the day, when you've had a long practice, and as Alex Frazee likes to say, we're not going anywhere until that sun goes down, which is the joke because we knew we had dedicated ourselves to the day of practice. So we know that we're going to spend the whole day there bashing against each other, jumping all over the ground, hitting our elbows, yelling at each other, having a great old time. So this is the joke, we're not going anywhere until the sun comes down. And towards the end of the day, when people are starting to fall apart and, you've had a long day, it's just only natural that this happens. This is a great time for you as an individual to hone in on something that you want to work on. And then you just simply ask one of your teammates, hey, do you think you can run to that bunker a few times? I want to try to shoot you from here. Or maybe you go over there, I'm going to try and do this shot from here, or maybe you try to find a bounce shot. Whatever the case is, this is like the time of the day where things are winding down, the sun's setting, you've spent all your blood, sweat, and tears, you're a little tired, but you still want to make minor tweaks to your day. You want to make minor tweaks to the game. You want to, maybe prepare a little bit more for the next day or the next weekend, whatever the case is. This is a great time for you to become honest with yourself and say, you know what, I was doing really bad at this. How can I get better at this? And then you invite one of the better snap shooters on your team. You say, hey, can you just battle me here for a little bit? And, can you tell me what I'm doing right or what I'm doing wrong? This is a big, big development in your paintball career when you can actually ask for help and you can actually ask other people's opinion on what you did right or what you did wrong, I think this is groundbreaking when you can do this because most people are so high on their horse and I'm so good at this and don't take this away from me, otherwise I might be destroyed. It's like, no, man, it's not about that. It's about being destroyed. I promise you that. It's about being destroyed. In fact, moving into something I want to share with you is in practice, you actually want to lose. I know this doesn't make sense to most people, but I can't tell you how many practices I went into against other teams, against myself, against ourselves, and we just lost, and we were furious and we were, can't understand what's going on. We're blaming the paint, we're blaming the sun, we're blaming this, we're blaming that. It's this fault, it's this fault. I didn't, whatever the case is of why you're losing, it's just really good to become clear with what it is. And then you work from there. And I can't tell you how many times I'd gone into a practice, got my butt kicked all weekend long, and then went to the tournament and won it. Now, I'm not saying that's going to happen to you, okay? These are rare things, but be open to losing. Be open to exploring during practice. Be okay with getting beat down a little bit. It's just the truth. Because these are the moments that if you do believe in yourself, you do believe in your team, you then can transmute these difficult times to something even more educational and more beneficial, and then you can go on to win the tournament, And so I really strongly advise experimenting in practice, pushing yourself to new levels, right? To new places and new uncomfortability so that you can really, really hone in on what it is that you're lacking and so that you can improve that so that when the tournament comes, you're firing at all cylinders.